You tell me when, Sal. You good? Okay. Welcome to tonight's meeting of the Zoning Board of Adjustment of the Township of Union, which is being held pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Law, C-231 laws of New Jersey dated 1975. Notice of this meeting was advertised in the local source, the newspaper of record, and notice has been posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building adjacent to the municipal clerk's office. Roll call.
Mr. Wiley.
Here.
Ms. Martins is absent. Mr. Bentavegana is absent. Ms. Scott is absent. Mr. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. McNeil.
Here.
Mr. Graves.
Here.
Ms. Ricketts.
Here.
And Mr. Champy.
Here. There being a quorum present, this meeting is now declared open. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the July 16th meeting minutes. May I have a motion and a second to approve these minutes?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the meeting minutes of July 16th be approved as written and dispensed with their reading.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Are there any communications, Mr. Manguso?
Mr. Chairman, there are no communications at this time.
Hearing none, our first order of business this evening will be the adoption of a resolution for calendar number 3458. Richard Vanflick, location is 423 Conant Avenue, Block 304, Lot 21. Applicant wished to install a pool with insufficient setbacks. Board members, you've all had a chance to read the resolution. At this time, are there any board members that would like to comment, make changes or modification to this resolution as it has been written? Hearing none, may I have a motion and a second to approve the resolution?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the board adopt the resolution as written and as accurately memorialized in the previous findings of this board.
Second motion.
Roll call.
Mr. Wiley.
Yes.
Mr. McNeil.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Champy.
Yes. Our next order of business this evening is calendar number 3461, Raro, excuse me if I mispronounce the name, Union LLC. Location is 2343 Morris Avenue, Block 4303, Lot 21.01. Applicant wishes to construct an indoor playground facility for children. Would you like to come forward?
Hi. Thank you guys for your time.
Would you state your name and spell it for
Yes.
Well, I think they
our
have
counsel?
counsel too, right?
Sorry?
Your attorney's here too, right? Yeah. Just for the record, from Steve Hale's office. There you go.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Chad Dunn, and I'm serving as the attorney for Javerbaum Morgav, the applicant in connection with this land use application. I believe this is a strong community-friendly proposal. The property is currently vacant, and the proposed use is a modern, indoor children's activity and birthday venue that will revitalize the space and offer a vibrant, family-oriented destination for Union residents. It promotes active, healthy play for children 2 through 12 and will provide a safe, structured environment for youth development and recreation. Importantly, the proposed use is not drastically different from the prior use of the space, which operated as a club metro, a fitness center that similarly attracted groups engaging in physical activity. The new use continues that theme, but channels it towards a younger demographic in a format that is both recreational and educational. The small medical office area Kessler will remain. I'm personally familiar with Extreme Energy and have attended several birthday parties for my young nieces and nephews at their other locations in Bergen County. It is a well-run operation that is consistently clean, engaging, and well-received by families. Overall, it was a great experience. We received the reviews from the Colliers and Fire Department and have no issues with complying. The reports will be addressed in detail at testimony. At this time, I'll turn it over to our professionals who will provide more detailed operational, architectural, engineering, and planning testimony. Vic Siegel, who will be providing the operational testimony, will also be covering the interior architectural layout since there are no changes to the exterior.
For the record, if you can swear or affirm that the testimony you provide this evening is the truth and the whole truth.
I do.
And for the record, could you state and spell your name with your affiliation?
It's Vivek Segal, Vivek Sehgal. I am the CEO for Extreme Energy.
Thank
The
you.
founder. So I can start with.
Would you state your credentials?
I'm the
You're-
CEO.
He's the
Oh, you're the
representative.
CEO, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Segal.
Just give us kind of the Reader's Digest version of what's
So-
proposed. You're going to defer to your professionals that are here tonight, I know. but-
Sure. So this is, the business is called Extreme Energy. We have 3 locations. We've started the business in 2019 in Englewood, New Jersey. It was a small location, but it was extremely successful. We had very, very good rapport with the town. It helped the town. There was a lot of movement and a very good addition to it. We went through some issues in COVID, obviously, like everybody else, waited for a few years, and had great response, so we opened 2 more locations. The second location was opened in Paramus on Route 17. That opened March 2024. Very successful, full capacity all the time. I mean, it's been a very big hit, and the third location came out in Rockaway, New Jersey. So we've been doing this for a while. We employ a lot of local people, local kids that are in the neighborhoods because, you know, we need staffing and things like that. The business is very favorable to development for young children. It's a lot of athletics. We don't have any electronics. Everything is active play. So the whole business is based on sweating it out, getting away from the devices at home, getting some, you know, camaraderie with other people and things like that. And then we do birthday parties. So our target is only 2 to 12 years of age, which is where most of the birthdays happen. We've had, I don't know, over 100 birthdays a week for the last few years, so there's a lot of numbers. The reviews are very good. The place is known for being clean. Unlike, you know, most other businesses where kids' businesses have a little unfavorable, you know, impression, we go from keeping the place very clean, running it very nice, very organized. Every 2 hours we change the shifts, so people don't stay there all day. We clean the location every time. If you guys take the time out to read the reviews, or I can send you some of them, it's very favorable and generally very well-liked business. This is a beautiful location for us. It's right on the crossroads. Looks like a populated town, and the school is close by. I think we'll be a very, very good addition to Union.
Your attorney had summarized that it's geared towards the younger children. Is that consistent with what you did at your 2 other locations in
Yes.
Rockaway and Paramus?
All the locations are 2 to 12 years old.
Okay. And usually do you have, I guess you have some kind of parental assistance or supervision in addition to your staff who's there with the younger people?
That is, the parent generally is going to be with the child in the facility for the whole time.
Okay.
There are parties where parents drop off, but then they're under the guidance of the parent that is hosting the party. So
Right,
there's
but you
some-
have staff for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fully staffed. If you guys have any questions on.
I have a question. The food is brought in. I've been to a couple of these with my grandchildren. Okay.
Okay, not our location. not
No,
our-
Branchburg and a few other. So the food is not prepared there?
No. We have a warming kitchen. It comes from
Right.
outside vendors.
Right, usually pizza, right?
99%, yeah.
Yeah, and how about sporting events in there? I know I've been to one where they could pick to play soccer or basketball, and they have like 13-year-old, I've seen girls softball practicing in there. Will you have anything like that?
We don't. So we have it's more, so it's a little lower age, so it's more
Okay.
a jungle gym.
Excuse me, can you just speak into the mic?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. It's more of a jungle gym. It's structured. So
Okay.
there is no open play. It's going to be, they're going to follow a pathway to the jungle gym. They're going to climb walls. There's rope courses, trampolines, things like that.
Thank you.
No problem.
I just need a point, is this your fourth
Fourth
location, not
Correct.
third? Okay.
That is correct.
I have a question. What would be your hours of operation?
Changes during the whole year. For the summertime when the schools are off, we open 10:30 in the morning on weekdays. On regular months, we open at 3:30, and will generally, depending on the location, close at either 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Weekends, Friday onwards, we are open from 10:30 to 8 o'clock.
During the days that we have school, will it be tutoring or anything part of your operation, or it's all fun?
It's very rare. It's very rare, but you do get, there are some parties that they don't get bookings. If you're not available on the weekends, they tend to book the parties towards the weekdays. So we do have some, but it's a small percentage.
Mr. McNeil?
In terms of security for the kids, is there a check-in process?
Yep.
When the kids come in, and do they get a little code, a little stamp, or something? So
Both
that-
of those. They have to sign, so there's an introductory area when they come in. They have to sign waivers that gets them familiarized with the rules of the location and things like that. Then they will go and do the check-in process where they get, depending on the location or what they're there for, they'll either get a sticker or a wristband, and then they're led to either they're going to a party or they're going to just play. So depending on that, they will get their credentials. And every location every part of the business that they go to, there'll be coaches guiding them on what they're supposed to do. There'll be videos and rules and regulations posted, so.
But is there anything that prevents a kid from wandering out of the facility?
Security. So we have a doorman at every location. On the weekends, there are doormans multiple doormans, and we work with retired, we have a lot of friends that have NYPD retired. So on the weekends, we have plain clothes on every location. Not 24/7, but most of the peak hours that we feel is going to be busy, we have security. No weapons, but just security.
Any other board members with questions?
Just one more detail. This is Rob Pansul, the board attorney. One of the variances, and you have a group of professionals that will address it, deals with parking. I know there's a requirement based on the township standards. You have a lot of parking there, but it's deficient. Is the use in your other locations commensurate with this lot? Do you see it as being adequate for what you do? I imagine a lot of it can be drop-off and rather than just...
Yeah, I don't see that being a problem. Not just the drop-off, also multiple people come together as opposed to the gym where there's like one person and they're sitting there for 2 hours. Usually people carpool, and it's in my experience, it should be all right.
Okay. I know you have other professionals. I just wanted to get an idea that you felt it was sufficient based on your experience at your other location.
I felt it was sufficient, yeah.
Any other questions? Hearing none, are there any members of the public that would like to come forward and question Mr. Segal's testimony? Hearing none, Mr. Dunn, your next witness.
Thanks for your time, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, an old-fashioned set of plans. I can't see them.
Plans digital already? Is that one the PDFs gave us? Yes. You can use the PDF, I gotta read it. Okay.
For the record, too, counsel, I did mark A1, the application as it was submitted. I marked A2, the Harbor Consultants 2-page site plan, and I marked A3, the architectural plans that were proposed by Pietro Rosato, consisting of 2 sheets. So A1 through A3 are in the record.
Thank you.
Can I ask you to swear or affirm that any testimony you provide this evening will be the truth and the whole truth?
I do.
And for the record, could you state and spell your name with your affiliation?
Christian Cueto, Christian, Cueto, Cueto, professional engineer for Harbor Consultants. Address is 320 North Avenue East, Cranford, New Jersey.
Thank you. And just briefly for the board, I know you appeared here before. Has there been any changes to your credentials since you were last qualified as an expert engineer in this before this board?
My license is in still good standing.
Okay, thank you.
We'll accept his credentials.
So just going over the existing site, again, this is block 4303, lot 2101, located at 2343 Morris Avenue. The site has frontages along Morris Avenue, Lucis Road, and Cook Drive. To the north of the site is Union Board of Ed. To the south is a large medical office, and you have commercial uses across the street along Morris Avenue. Morris Avenue is a State Road 82, and Lucis Road and Cook Drive are local streets. The site has access. The site is located in the NC neighborhood core zone. Access into the site is located only off of Lucis Road. The driveway leads around to 2 parking lots. The smaller parking lot has 18 spaces, and the other parking lot has approximately 59 spaces for a total of 77 parking spaces. The parking lot is curved around the perimeter and has a stormwater drainage system located on site. There is a single masonry structure located that was previously a fitness center, as well as the Kessler Medical Facility. The applicant is proposing to convert the existing vacant space to a indoor playground facility for children. By ordinance, both the proposed use and the former gym is considered indoor recreational. Therefore, there's no increase in parking for the site. There is a small error on our site plan. I believe that the amount of parking spaces required for the recreational facilities based on the 18,576, which was 93, which was stated in the Collier's letter. We did not put in for the Kessler Medical Facility, which is based on a one space per 300 square foot of area. That equates to 7 spaces. So total for the site that's required is 100 spaces, and we are proposing, or what's existing there now is 77 spaces. As the Collier's letter stated, that we are not proposing any off-site or off-track improvements, and all the improvements are internal for the site. And again, going through the letters from the township, the applicant has no issues just complying with all the comments in the letters.
Is that the end of your testimony?
That's it.
That's it, okay. Are there any board members that would like to question Mr. Cuto?
Just any question I have is any consideration for overflowing parking? Maybe making arrangements with the lot, medical facility across the street?
I would have to defer to the owner about that. I'm not aware of any discussions that have been had, but I think that's something that he would look into.
Yeah, so the peak hours of the medical office will not be consistent with the peak hours of Extreme Energy. They're going to have a lot of their traffic on the evenings and the weekends, and the medical office is going to have most of their traffic during the day. So we don't really anticipate that being a conflict.
Not so much a conflict, but potential overflow parking for the new facility.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
But I mean, just going to use it, or you're going to, make some arrangements with the building management team across the street from you?
I mean, it existed there when there was a Club Metro there, and again, to that point, when there was a gym there, most people are usually traveling there by themselves, so I would think that there would be more parking when there was a Club Metro there that coexisted with the Kessler, so again, I don't think that there will be too many issues with overflow, but I'll let engineering address that as well.
I do know Colliers has asked for a pre-construction meeting during a permit process if the board does approve tonight. There's no issue there from the owner and for the professionals to meet with the township, and maybe that could be one of the issues that get flushed out so we can have a plan should it be needed. I'll note that for the record. And the fire department had comments too. I assume most of that is architectural driven, but from an engineering standpoint, you have no difficulty complying with any of the recommended fire recommendations?
No, we can comply with the fire fire department's letter.
Thank you.
Any other board questions? Hearing none, are there any members of the public that would like to question the testimony this witness has provided? Hearing none, thank you, Mr. Guto. Mr. Dunn, your next witness?
Yes, we'd like to call Bob Hudak.
Can I ask the witness to swear or affirm that the testimony you provide this evening is the truth and the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
And for the record, that you state and spell your name with your affiliation.
Yes, Robert Hudak, R-O-B-E-R-T, last name Hudak, H-U-D as in David, A-K, and I'm with Insight Engineering, 1955, Route 34, Wall, New Jersey.
And you appeared here as a professional planner and were qualified a couple of weeks ago. Any changes in your credentials since you were qualified at that time?
No, all my credentials are still in order.
I would note that for the record, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Proceed.
Oh, no, just we're moving forward with,
Yeah, I can go through the variances specifically that are requested. As you've heard tonight, we're seeking approval to repurpose an existing gym into an indoor playground facility. As you've heard as well, the Kessler Rehab Center will remain as is. There's no exterior changes. As I understand, there may be some alteration to the existing signs. They are basically replacing them, but beyond that, there's no physical changes to the site. We do require in this application a D1 variance because the indoor recreational facility is not a permitted use in the NC zone. We also require, as well, as you've heard, the parking variance where 93 spaces are required for our use, 100 spaces total, and 77 spaces are provided. This is what is existing. We also are, as noted in the Collier's report, there are 3 existing nonconformities that will remain unchanged as a result of this application. First is the minimum side yard setback, where 10 feet is required and 9.7 feet is existing and will remain. There's no change to that. The maximum building coverage is 30% is permitted, and 31.4% is existing. And again, there'll be no change to that. Similarly, with impervious coverage, 80% is permitted and 84.3% is existing. So those 3, if you want to call them variances, are pre-existing nonconformities, if you will. So let's start with the D1 variance. As the board is well aware, the D1 variance requires a finding that the proposed use will promote the general welfare, that the site is particularly suited for the proposed use, as noted in the Medici case. With respect to the special reasons or the promotion of the general welfare, the NC zone is noted to encourage a mix of retail, service, and residential uses along neighborhood corridors. The master plan specifically notes that it is desired the township to support desirable non-residential development and encourage sustainable development, encourage a sustainable development process. While indoor recreation is not a permitted use, similar uses in the sense that they involve assembly uses, including places of assembly and child care centers, are permitted in the zone. This site, as you've heard, has functioned as a gym for a long time, and this proposal is actually, I would offer, a natural extension of that. It's a very similar type of use. In fact, according to the North American Industrial Classification System Code, they're both, the gyms and indoor recreational centers for children fall under the same category of arts, entertainment, and recreation. With respect to site suitability, the existing building and site infrastructure, I argue, would support the proposed use. There's no exterior construction, so the character of the neighborhood will remain unchanged. As noted, the site functions as a gym use with individuals visiting during various hours. So as I understand, gyms, and I'm using this as, I don't know the exact hours this gym was open, but typically gyms are open very early in the morning to very late at night, 7 days a week. People come at all different hours. They come in their individual car, they work out for several hours, and then they go home. As you've heard, with respect to the indoor play use, it'll be less intense. You'll have groups coming, they'll be carpooling together, they'll be coming to the site at off hours versus the Kessler Center, where most people go for physical therapy earlier in the day, particularly during the school year. Our facility, we open after 3:30 later in the day, when most of the folks utilizing the other use on site will have already left for the day. I also offer that there is a public benefit to this use. We're adaptively reusing the site, so the safety and aesthetics are advanced without disturbing the surrounding community, and it offers an efficient use of land, supporting both the purpose I, the promotion of the visual and physical environments through creative development techniques, and purpose M, the efficient use of land, purposes of zoning. One of the items that the state redevelopment plan, the development and redevelopment plan encourages is taking existing sites such as this and adaptively reusing them without wasting away the existing building. And I'll go into that when I talk about the C2 criteria a little bit with respect to the existing nonconformities. But the alternative to this is wasting the entire site, knocking down the building and starting new, which is really not practical. And it's not in the best interest of the community because you have all this disturbance as a result of the construction. Here, an opportunity comes along where you can have a use in there that doesn't require you to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. The use promotes a sense of community. As you've heard from the owner, we allow children to recreate together in a safe, non-weather dependent environment. And as the chairman had pointed out, I too have been to a number of these parties over the years. The kids have a lot of fun. It allows them to recreate regardless of the weather, if it's hot or rainy or cold. It allows them to have fun in a safe environment. Advancing purpose A, the safety and general welfare purposes of zoning. Of course, no D variance can be granted without a finding that the negative criteria is satisfied. And I offer that there is no substantial impairment to the intent and purpose of the zone plan and zoning ordinance, nor to the public good. In fact, I feel that it won't generate any adverse impacts. The indoor play area benefits families, provides, as I noted, a safe, weather-independent recreation area for children, and aligns with the intent of the master plan to enhance a mix of uses serving neighborhoods. One of the items, I know there was a survey done in the last master plan. They spoke specifically about what residents want to see in their community, and they talked about providing a diversity of uses. In fact, they said, like, we don't want any more nail salons. We want to see a diversity of different uses, and this clearly meets that objective. With respect to the bulk variances, again, you have the hardship variance, the C1, which I won't go into for the board, and the C2, the benefits versus the detriments. With respect to the side yard building coverage and impervious coverage, again, these are all pre-existing non-conforming conditions. To eliminate them would require us to destroy the existing structure, which really isn't practical because we not only need to displace the existing gym space, we'd also have to displace the Kessler therapy use. Now, these circumstances create practical difficulties satisfying the C1 hardship standard. With respect to parking, I offer that can be granted under the C2 criteria, where the benefits outweigh the detriments. A more compatible community-serving use is being proposed. The parking demand is lower, as we've heard, than the prior gym use. Gym patrons, as we've noted, typically arrive alone throughout the day. The indoor play patrons usually arrive either in groups or in families or carpool. The hours of operation, you've heard, are complementary. And your master plan does talk about encouraging shared parking, and so does the state development and redevelopment plan. So I offer that the proposal supports the master plan goals of promoting non-residential uses in appropriate locations, encouraging shared parking, and advances the general welfare purposes of zoning. With respect to the negative criteria for the C variances, again, I don't see that they would cause any substantial detriment to the public good, nor any significant impairment to the intent and purpose of the zoning plan and zoning ordinance. In fact, I offer that it promotes child wellness, community recreation, and adaptive reuse. It reflects a better planning outcome compared with the gym with its unpredictable demand, if you will. So, to summarize, the application satisfies both the positive and negative criteria for the D1 variance. The C1 variance is justified by the existing site constraints, and the C2 parking variance provides a better zoning alternative with fewer impacts. And the proposal advances the smart planning and zoning purposes of the township's master plan.
Thank you. Any board members would like to question Mr. Hudak? Hearing none, are there any members of the public that would like to question the testimony Mr. Hudak has given? Hearing none, thank you, Mr. Hudak. Mr. Dunn, are there any more witnesses?
No, that's all.
Okay, then, are there any members of the public that would like to comment on this application?
Just one comment that generally, I did mark the architectural plans, they're part of the packet. I know it's a general layout. The one comment from the health department requires follow-up if, in fact, food preparation or handling will exist. I understand the testimony within a lot of the food is brought in either pizzas or outside ability rather than preparation on site. But I'm just going to note for the record, to the extent you expand into preparation or any food handling, you have to satisfy whatever health criteria is in place in the township. So we'll note that for the record.
Hearing no comments from the public, Mr. Dunn, would you like to summarize?
Yeah, so in summary, we believe that it's a great space that's a great space that's aesthetically, if I can speak English today, a great space that is aesthetically pleasing. It's good for after-school programs, elementary school programs, programs such as the Boys and Girls Club to partner with as a recreational outlet, and we believe that it will enhance and serve no negative impact on the zone, and for these reasons, we ask that the application be approved.
All right. At this time, I believe we can conference this application. Mr. Ricardo, would you like to begin?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I would like to thank the professionals for their testimony, very succinct and to the point. I think this site is particularly suited for the intended purpose, and I do believe that the benefits outweigh the detriments, and I will be voting yes.
Mr. Wiley?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I agree with Mr. McNeil. I think it's an appropriate site for this type of program. I think it will benefit the children, and the positives outweigh the negatives, and I'm going to vote yes.
Mr. Graves?
I feel it's a clean application. We need to have safe, clean indoor play areas for our children. I'll be voting yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The engineers, your representatives made a good case for your environment. I wish you all the best because I think the benefits far outweigh any detriments, and I think it's a very good application. So welcome to Union. I will vote yes also, Mr. Chairman.
Ms. Ricketts?
I do agree with all of my colleagues here. This is a very clean application, and again, the benefits outweigh the detriments. Thank you for choosing Union. Welcome to Union. I will be voting yes.
As for myself, I think this is a great positive application. I've been to a couple of these facilities, and the children have such wonderful times. And I feel the variances are justified by showing that the property is well suited for the proposed use, which will be very beneficial to our community. Again, welcome to Union, and Mr. Segal, I wish you a lot of luck in your future endeavor. At this time, can I have a motion and a second?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the board grant the variance applicable to this application and that council is directed to prepare a resolution consistent with the board's decision.
Second motion.
Roll call.
Mr. Wiley?
Yes.
Mr. McNeil?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Graves?
Yes.
Ms. Ricketts?
Yes.
And Mr. Champy?
Yes.
September 10th, the board will pass the formal resolution. We go on break in a couple weeks, or for the next few weeks, so September 10th.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, there being no further business coming before the board this evening, I move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?